love talking to her about what she's doing lately, where she's planting her next garden. She has a whole host of different lots that she has acquired through her nonprofit organization, and is using the vacant lots to grow food for the communities surrounding. And she starts all these plants off. She is one of these people who is so just enlivened by the gifts of the ability of seeds to just regenerate every single year, that they're free. And so whenever she goes and starts her seeds in the early spring in her greenhouse, she transplants those seeds into the ground and they produce food, and then she collects seeds from those plants that she started, and the whole thing starts all over again. And all of it she provides to people for free. So salad greens, cooked greens, her tomato farming is amazing because she has that down. It's amazing. And that's kind of the reason for her logo being just the tomato is hard to, it's a tough nut to crack sometimes when you're starting out gardening. She like mastered that thing, and she's amazing because she started out doing this not knowing if she was going to do it right, because she hadn't done it before. And each season she just did more and more and more, which tells me that she was learning more about what can happen and just like capitalizing upon it, helping that to help other people. So that's my biggest goal for what we're wanting to help people do here is, if you have a dream that a vacant lot in your neighborhood could become something more than just someplace for people to drive up and dump trash, or more than someplace for them to, park the cars up off the street, or, whatever is not really helping the neighborhood feel like a healthy, safe place. And you have a dream to make that a completely transformed space that's different, that's supported by people who live around the space and used by the people who are living around the space. That's what we want to help figure out how to do. So if you see this broadcast, which is going to be extremely short tonight, since I'm going to check again for attendees, but I don't see any participants waiting to come in, so I'm going to keep it short. If you're interested in starting the process of acquiring a lot and putting together a design for that lot, approaching, of course, you don't acquire it first. You look for the lot, you put together a design for that lot, you approach land bank or whoever the owner is with that plan. You frequently will go to the city planning department and let them know what you want to do. And then they help you put together a plan that will be backed up by them, which helps you along the way. And then if there are other entities that need to back you up in your desires to acquire this lot, like say there's a huge tax bill on it because the owner hasn't paid their taxes, but they don't want to sell it. They're not willing to work with you to sign over the deed or whatever needs to happen. There are entities like Heartland Conservation Alliance, like for that specific situation, there's Legal Aid of Western Missouri that will help you acquire that lot for a better purpose that will improve lives of everybody who lives in your neighborhood. So we actually did this with a lot that's at Gregory Boulevard and Jackson Avenue. We noticed there was a lot of dumping in the lot, but also we noticed that when we walked in, into the lot, we are comfortable with forest spaces, and we just kind of felt this calm because there's a creek that runs through it too. And it was just great. I mean, there was great potential in that spot. So we went through that long process of working with land bank, working with the city, working with the land bank again, and then doing the whole application process with the land bank. And eventually, we even did our own title search, and we eventually got that property. And then the flood waters just burst in as far as people wanting to help, people coming and wanting to experience this. And then our plan eventually is to deed that property over to the neighborhood association once the property is actually built up to the point where it doesn't need a lot of annual maintenance. So it's like a smaller job to actually maintain. And once the property also can support some income for the neighborhood association, where it's an event space that can receive like community events and be well attended and actually be a source of income for the neighborhood association. So that's our hope for what we're doing. And everybody's aims are different because the land that's around you is different and it demands different things. So I wanted to show you at the end here. I'm going to have my contact information. If you're interested in embarking on this process, please let me know. And comment if you have any like dreams that you want other people to know about. I'd love to see that, and we will get this process going. Sorry it's so short. I would love for anyone who wants to participate in these like town hall meetings in the future. Kind of the first step is getting the ideas on paper, and so we have like a survey link that we start with, and then that gives you the Zoom link. I'm going to be putting this back out and scheduling it for next week, and we'll see what else we can get going as far as ideas for vacant lots in the Knoches Park neighborhood. And if you know someone who you want to be there, invite them. The survey link should be in the description of the event that's for tonight on our Facebook page, or I can go ahead and maybe just figure it out right now. I think it was bit.ly or something like that. We're gonna do, let's see, bit.ly, and that was like Knoches. Just gonna make sure real quick. Sorry about the delay. This is kind of a long-going project, so it's going to be, oh, Knoches Park lots. There we go. It's going to be followed up, and we're just going to keep on coming back to this subject to see if we can basically connect with some people who. There it is. There's the bit.ly link to go to the sign up for the Zoom page. I really want to be able to give away some herb garden planters that we've put together. I want to give away, there's a couple of QT gift cards that we want to be able to give that away to make our end meeting like more fun. And the goal for the end meeting is to actually have people sketching stuff up on pieces of paper, showing the camera, looking at Google Maps and sharing their screen to show us exactly where they really feel that could be turned into a community's green space or nature space. And yeah, that hopefully can happen in the future. I have high hopes. And for right now, I am going to say, invite your friends. Let's get this going. And I will see you the next time. All right.